Good evening and welcome to your Thursday evening yoga class. Let's get started sitting on a block or a cushion or on your bottom, whatever is comfortable to you. Sitting in a comfortable seat, bring your hands to rest on your knees or your thighs. Just notice the spaces and the parts of your body that are touching the ground. Get comfortable in that seated position. And then begin to press down on your sit bones, but also elongating your spine, lifting your spine up. Option to close your eyes or have a soft gaze in front of you. Just notice your space. Notice any sounds you might be hearing. Notice your own breath. Begin to deepen your breath, inhaling and exhaling, filling up your diaphragm and your lungs. Exhaling to release. Some cleansing breaths here. Inhaling, filling up your lungs. Exhale and release. Move at the speed and pace of your own breath, inhaling and exhaling 2 more times. Come back to your normal breath. Keep your spine nice and long. Belly toward your spine, navel towards your spine. Relax the muscles in your face. Notice any points of tension in your body. Then begin to come into your Ujjayi breath, inhaling and exhaling in and out of your nose, constricting the breath in the back of your throat. Ujjayi breath kind of sounds like Darth Vader. That's the kind of breath you want to actually be hearing. And Ujjayi breath helps you in challenging poses. So if you are in a really challenging pose or if you are in a balancing pose, Ujjayi breath really helps you to stay grounded and control your breath to be able to actually stay in that balanced position. A few more breaths here in your Ujjayi. Then come back to your normal breath. Take a moment to set an intention for your own practice, whatever intention you want that to be. Try not to dig too deep for an intention. If you can't find one right now, that's totally fine. Maybe you'll find one throughout your practice, maybe at the end, maybe at another time today. It does not have to be for this practice. Just think of something that you want to accomplish during this flow. Maybe it's just breathing. Maybe it's just movement. Think of your intention. Then from your seated position, meet me in a standing position at the top of your mat, or whatever space you have at the top of your space. Come to a standing position. We're going to warm up today by doing a few sun salutations, moving into sun salutation moving from Sun Salutation A to Sun Salutation B, and then we'll get into our flow. Ending with some meditation. So grounding down beneath you with the mound of your big toe, pinky toe, and heel, pressing into the floor. Bring your hands to the side of your body, Tadasana, mountain pose. Bring your tailbone down, but lift your spine up. Inhale your arms, make them touch at the top. Exhale, swan dive down the midline of your body. We're just warming up here. Bring your hands to your shins, come into a flat back. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your palms to the mat, step back into a high plank position. And on your next exhale, lower your knees, chest, chin, all the way down. Tuck your elbows towards your ribs. Inhale up, baby cobra. Exhale, curl your toes under and lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take 5 breaths here and make whatever movements feel good in your body. Maybe pedaling through your feet, bending one knee at a time. Maybe you bend both knees and push the floor away, reaching your chest towards your thighs. Be gentle with your body. We're just warming up. For your last 2 breaths, find stillness in your downward facing dog. Keep your knees bent here. And begin to take baby steps all the way to your hands. Bend your knees even more at the top of your mat. Let the weight of your head go, let your arms go, and gently sway side to side, ragdoll. Nod your head yes, shake your head no. Bend your knees even more and then come up one vertebrae at a time. Roll your shoulders at the top, open up your palms to the front. Take a breath here, close your eyes, come back to your intention. If you don't have an intention or if you'd like to add on to your intention, I'm going to give you one, and it is called ahimsa, non-violence, physically, mentally, and emotionally. So I can't do this, or this is so hard, I want you to switch that thought to something more positive, like I'm going to try this, or this is different in my body, but let me give it a try. Inhale your arms up, meeting at the top. Exhale, swan dive down the midline of your body. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your palms, step back to high plank. Take a breath here. Exhale, lower down, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, curl your toes under, extend your hips up and back, downward facing dog. 5 breaths here again, making whatever movements feel good to you. Maybe this time you move your hips side to side. Maybe you continue to pedal your knees. Maybe nod your head yes, shake your head no. Releasing any points of tension in your spine. Find stillness in your last 2 breaths. Bend your knees here. Begin to take baby steps all the way to the front of your mat. Fold in. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, reverse all the way back up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Open up your palms to the front of your mat. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Just warming up here. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your palms, step back to high plank. Take a breath here. Exhale, lower down, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, curl your toes under, push up and back, downward facing dog. Take 5 breaths here. This time, bend your knees a lot, push the floor away, reaching your chest towards your thighs, elongating your spine, letting the weight of your head go. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, begin to stretch the back of your legs, reaching your heels towards the mat beneath you.
Keep your upper body exactly where it is. Do that one more time. Bend your knees. Push the floor away. Reach your chest towards your thighs. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Bring your heels towards the mat beneath you, stretching the back of your legs. Keep your upper body exactly where it is. This time, bend your knees, looking between the palm of your hands. Step your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, reverse all the way back up. Exhale, Anjali Mudra. Bring your hands to your heart. Open up your palms to the front of in front of the room. This time we're going to add a chaturanga. Inhale, your arms all the way up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your palms, step back, high plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Whichever variation you want to take. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths here. Try to find some stillness in your downward facing dog. Find strength here. Really press into the foundation of your body. Every point that's touching the ground, really press into those spaces, creating balance in your body. Bend your knees, look in between the palm of your hands. Step or hop your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, reverse all the way back up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Open up your palms to the front of your mat. Take a breath here. One more variation. We're going into Surya B. Inhale, sit back into a chair pose, Utkatasana chair pose. Feet can be together or hip width distance apart. Bring your hands to touch in front of you and your gaze right past your thumb. Look down and make sure you can see all 10 of your toes. If not, sit back a little bit more. Lift your chest up, tailbone down. Breathe here. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step or hop back, high plank. Exhale, down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 5 breaths here. Inhale your right leg towards the sky. Exhale, step your right leg through in between the palm of your hands. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, plant your palms on either side of your right foot. Step back into a plank, chaturanga. Meet in downward facing dog. Take 5 breaths here. Inhale your left leg towards the sky. Exhale, plant your left foot in between the palm of your hands. Inhale up, high lunge. Exhale, plant your palms on either side of your left foot. Step back, take your flow or meet in downward facing dog. Do what you need. No pressure. Listen to your body, listen to your mind. Do what you need. 5 breaths here. Bend your knees, look in between the palm of your hands. Step or hop your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, reverse all the way back up. Utkatasana chair pose. Bring your hands to touch. Tailbone down. Inhale, come to stand. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart, open up your palms. Take a breath here. Maybe close your eyes or a soft gaze in front of you. Come back to your intention. That was Surya B. Sun Salutation B. Okay. Go ahead and open up your eyes if you have them closed. Grab some water. From here, come into your Tadasana mountain pose, palms facing the front. Reach your chest back, your shoulders back, chest forward. Inhale, reach your arms up, bring your palms to touch. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step or hat back, take your flow. Downward facing dog. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, side away. One more time, deep breath. Exhale, side away. Inhale your right leg towards the sky. Bend your right knee, open up your hip. Keep your shoulders square with the mat in front of you. So instead of opening up your shoulders, I want you to keep it nice and square with the mat. But keep opening up your hip. You can roll your ankle in one direction, roll in the opposite direction. Extend your right leg long. Right knee to nose, hover here, take a breath. Belly towards your spine, curve your spine here. Exhale, reach your right leg out. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, plant your right foot in between the palm of your hands. Inhale up, high lunge. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Flip your right palm over, reverse your warrior. Exhale, come all the way down, cartwheel, bring your right forearm to your right knee. Side angle pose here. Look underneath your left armpit. Option to go right here or bind if you have the bind, but we're not going to do full bind or paradise just yet. Look down at your right foot, cartwheel your hands down, step your right foot back, take your flow. Downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, side away. Deep breath in. Exhale, side away. Inhale your left leg towards the sky. Keep your shoulders squared off with the mat in front of you. Bend your left knee. Reach your left knee over, or your left foot over. Keep your shoulders squared and begin to make circles with your ankles in one direction and in the opposite direction. Reach your left leg nice and long. Exhale, left knee to nose. Hover here. Curve your spine, belly towards your spine. Take a breath here. Exhale that left leg back out. Take a breath here. Exhale, step your left foot in between the palm of your hands. Inhale up, high plunge. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Flip your left palm over. Reverse your warrior. Cartwheel your arms over to a side angle pose. Left forearm to left knee. Reach your right arm long above and look underneath your armpit. Breathe here. Half bind if you have it. Keep your chest open. Look down at your left foot. Cartwheel your arms down. Step your left foot back. Take your flow or meet in downward facing dog. Once in your downward facing dog, take your right hand and try to grab a hold of your left ankle or your left calf, whatever you can hold on to here. Look underneath your left armpit. Breathe here.
Bring your right hand back to meet your left. Push back into that downward facing dog. Take your left hand, reach for your right ankle or your calf. Look underneath your right armpit. Breathe here. Take your left hand back. Bring your knees as wide as the mat beneath your big toes to touch. Sit back into child's pose. Either bring your forehead to the mat or take fists and bring your forehead to your fists, or if you have a block, place it underneath your forehead. Massage your forehead and whatever surface is beneath it, releasing any tension you might be feeling in your head. Find stillness in your forehead. Reach your arms towards the right, giving yourself a side body stretch on the left hand side. 3 breaths here. Inhale back through center. Exhale, reach over to the left side, giving your right body a nice stretch. 3 breaths here. Inhale back through center. Exhale, walk your hands up towards your knees. And then bring your hands directly in front of your knees. So you have a wide-legged stance here. Bring your knees together and then begin to walk your hands forward into Anahatasana, puppy pose here. So you can either bring your chest and chin to the mat or forehead to the mat. You're really opening up your armpits and your shoulders in this position. This is also a little bit of a back bend. Breathe into the pose. 3 breaths here. And then gently come onto your forearms and then to your hands. Curl your toes under. Lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg towards the sky. Right knee to right elbow. Hover here, take a breath. Inhale your right leg towards the sky. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Hover here. Take a breath here. Inhale the right leg towards the sky. Exhale, step your right foot through in between the palm of your hands. Inhale up, high lunge. Exhale, open up, warrior 2. Okay, breathe here in your warrior 2. Extend the right leg nice and long. Reverse this into a reverse triangle. Reach your right arm up. On your exhale, come back into this star position. Reach your right arm forward until it can't go anymore. And then bring your right hand down to wherever it lands. Reach your left arm up. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Bring your gaze with you. Twisting from your abdomen. Look down at your right foot, cartwheel your arms down, bend into your right knee. Step your right foot back, take your flow. Meet in downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in, your downward facing dog. Exhale, side away. Inhale your left leg towards the sky. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Hover here, take a breath. Inhale, left leg towards the sky. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Hover here, take a breath. Left leg towards the sky. Exhale, step your left foot through. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, open up, warrior 2. Take a breath here in your warrior 2. Extend that left knee long. Reverse into a reverse triangle. Reach your left arm up. Exhale, open up into the star pose. Reach your left arm forward as far as it can go. And bring your hand down wherever it lands. Reach your right arm up. Bring your gaze with you. Opening up this pose from your abdomen. Breathe here.
Look down at your left foot, bend into your left knee, cartwheel your hands down to either side of your left foot, step your left foot back, take your flow, meet in downward facing dog. Breathe here. Inhale your right leg towards the sky. Exhale, step your right leg through into this low lunge position. Plant your left foot on a 45-degree angle. Inhale up, Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Keep your hips squared off with the mat in front of you. Reach your arms up. Bring your palms to touch. Come into a little bit of a back bend here. Exhale, bring your hands to the side of your body. Reach your chest forward. Belly towards your spine. You're not resting on top of your leg. You want to lift up. From here, shift your weight over into your right leg. Warrior 3, airplaning your arms. Keep your hips squared with the mat in front of you or below you, really. Option to reach your arms long in front of you, or option to prayer in front of your heart, whatever you need. Take 3 breaths here. Look down at the floor beneath you. Curtsy lunge, reach your left foot back. Let the weight of your head go in front of you. Inhale, step your left foot to meet your right. Utkatasana, chair pose. Breathe here. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold in. One more time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step or hop your feet back. Chaturanga, take your flow. Downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths here. Inhale your left leg towards the sky. Exhale, plant your left foot in between the palm of your hands. Bring your right foot on that 45-degree angle. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 1. Warrior 1. Square your hips off with the mat in front of you. Reach your arms up, bring your palms to touch. Come into that little bit of a back bend. Bend into that left knee a little bit more. Bring your hands down on either side of you. Reach your palms back. Bring your chest forward. Again, you're not resting onto your thigh. Lift up, belly towards your spine. Breathe here. Begin to shift your weight into that left leg. Warrior 3, Virabhadrasana 3. On this side, square your hips off with the mat beneath you. Reach your arms back in airplane, right below your heart, or reach your arms forward, whatever you need right now. 3 breaths here. On your exhale, curtsy lunge back. Let the weight of your head go. Step your right foot to meet your left. Utkatasana, chair pose here. Breathe. Exhale, fold in. Bring your peace fingers to your big toes. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your elbows horizontally. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold your elbows horizontally. One more time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold your elbows horizontally. Release your big toes and just let your body ragdoll here. Option to hold on to opposite elbows. Option to hug the back of your knees. Whatever you need. From here, bend your knees, plant your palms, step or hop back into high plank. Take your flow.
Once you reach your downward facing dog, bring your knees as wide as your mat, big toes to touch, and sit back into a child's pose. Let everything go here and just breathe.
Come back to your intention that you set in the beginning of your practice, or maybe you have a new intention. Come back to it.
On your inhale, begin to walk your hands forward. Curl your toes under and lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Bend your knees, push the floor away with your hands, reach your chest towards your knees. Exhale, bring your heels towards the mat beneath you. Inhale your right leg towards the sky. Exhale, bring your right ankle to your left wrist, half pigeon on this side. If you have a cushion or a block and your right hip is lifting up, place a block or cushion underneath that space to support you. You want to be able to lengthen through your spine in this position. This is half pigeon. Resting pigeon, you're going to lean forward using your breath. Maybe you stay on your hands, maybe you start to come down on your elbows, maybe you can reach your chest towards the ground and come into the full resting pigeon. Whatever position you're choosing right now, breathe into it. 5 breaths here. Relax any places of tension. Gently come back up, walk your hands back, bring your hands directly in front of you, actually curl your left toes under, come into a 3-legged dog. Exhale, bring your right foot to your right knee to your left elbow. Step your left foot underneath your left hand, right foot underneath your left arm and open up. Side plank variation. Again, option to bring that right knee down and still do your side plank variation. You're really just opening up your hips and your chest here. Reach your hips up. Let the weight of your head go. Breathe here. Bring your left hand back down. 3-legged dog. Exhale, plant your right foot on the outside of your right hand. Bring your left knee down, lizard pose on this side. We're only here for 3 breaths, so choose whichever position you need for your 3 breaths. Lift back up, curl your left toes under, come into a 3-legged dog. Exhale, place that right foot back down. Take 3 breaths here in your downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg towards the sky. Exhale, left ankle to right wrist. Lower your right knee and foot down, uncurl your right toes. You're either sitting up into this half pigeon pose. Again, place a block or cushion underneath that left sit bone to support you. Option to stay here or begin to walk your hands forward. 5 breaths in your pigeon pose, whichever variation you choose. Breathe into it, release any places of tension using your breath. Come back up.
Keep your hands directly in front of you. Curl your right toes under. Lift your hips up.
Three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Step your left foot through underneath your right. Open up your arm. Again, you can lower that knee for a variation, for a modification. Breathe here. Do what works in your body. Exhale, place that right hand back down, three-legged dog. Place that left foot next to your right. 3 breaths here. Begin to walk your feet towards your hands. Bring your feet a little bit wider than your hips and toes pointing out. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring your palms together in front of your heart. Take a breath here. Exhale, we're going to sit all the way down into Malasana squat. Yogi squat, Malasana pose. Make your spine nice and long. If you notice that your spine is down here, I want you to try to lift up. Place a block or a cushion underneath your butt, underneath your kundi to help you stay lifted until one day you can stay lifted on your own. Use your elbows to open up your hips. Close your eyes if you want to. Option to practice crow if you have crow in your practice. Option to stay right here. Three more breaths right here. Keep your spine long. Keep pressing your palms together and your elbows towards your inner thighs. Bring your hands to the mat beneath you. Step or hop your feet back, chaturanga. Knee downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg towards the sky. Exhale, step your right leg underneath your left hand. And then bring your butt down. So you're sitting in this position, a wide, kind of a wide-legged stance. And while you're staying in a twisted position here, you're looking at your right foot. Bend your left knee and bring your left foot to the inner, or I'm going to move my body so you can see. You're basically sitting like this, but I want you to face your right foot. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, fold over your right leg. Wherever your hands land, let them land. Surrender here, let go. If you have the flexibility, take your right hand and grab a hold of the inner arch of your right foot. And then look underneath your left armpit. Breathe here. Release and gently walk back up. We're going to do a counter twist, just over to the left side, and just surrender here for a second or two. Inhale, come back up. Bring your hands, I was like this. Bring your hands to the front of your mat. Press the weight into your left foot here. So you're bent, your left knee is bent, your foot is on the ground, and you're going to press it up. Come into a downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg towards the sky. Exhale, left foot underneath your right arm. Come to a seated position so that my back is not facing you. I'm going to turn around. Bring that left foot to your inner crotch here, inner groin, whatever you want to call it. Face your left leg. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, fold over. Wherever your hands land, let them land. Breathe here, surrender. If you have the flexibility, take your left hand, grab a hold of the inner arch of your left foot. Right hand comes to your toes. Look underneath your right armpit. Breathe here. Release and walk your hands back up. Counter twist over to the right side. Now, same thing here. Bring your hands into the front of the mat. The right foot presses into the ground. Come into that downward facing dog. Bend your knees, look in between the palm of your hands. Step or hop your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees. Sit back, Navasana boat pose. Option to hold the back of your knee or release, keep your knees bent, or extend your legs nice and long. Whatever position your hands and your arms are in, I want your back nice and long, spine long. Breathe here, 3 breaths. Exhale, low boat. Inhale, come up. Exhale, down. Inhale, come up. These are counter breaths. Exhale, down. Inhale, come up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower all the way down. Wonderful. Bring your feet hip-width distance apart. Bend your knees. From here, you're going to eagle wrap your right foot over your left. And maybe you can get your foot underneath your calf. If not, it's hovering here. Take your arms into a T and then eagle wrap your right arm underneath your left. So maybe you can have your palms touch you or the back of your palms touching. Reach your arms up above your head and tap the floor above your head. Lift up your feet off the ground. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, tap your feet and your hands back. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, tap. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, tap. 5 more times. Moving at the speed and pace of your own breath. On your final one, unwrap your arms, unwrap your feet. Release here. And then let's go into the other side. Eagle wrap your left foot underneath your right, around your right. Eagle wrap your left arm underneath your right arm. Again, palms touching or the back of your palms touching. Bring your fingers to touch the floor right above your head. Lift your legs up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, elbow to knee. Tap the ground. Elbow to knee. Tap the ground. Elbow to knee. 5 more times on your own. Use your breath. Open up. Arms come into a T. Unwrap your legs. Bring your feet as wide as your mat. Knees come to touch. And just windshield wiper your knees here. Find stillness in your knees and hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice squeeze. Maybe bring your forehead to your knees. And then release your hands from your knees, but keep your knees bent here. And let your knees fall over to the right side. Keep your left shoulder glued to the mat. Supine twist over here. Bring your gaze over your left shoulder. Option to extend your right leg long if you want even more of a twist. Five breaths here. Inhale your knees back through center and gently just Move your hips side to side, neutralizing your spine. And then let your knees fall over to the left side. Keep your right shoulder glued to the mat beneath you. And again, you can extend that left leg nice and long if you want more of your twist. Keep that right shoulder glued. Gaze over your right shoulder. 5 breaths here. Inhale back through center. Hug your knees to your chest. Open up your hips, happy baby. Option to extend one leg at a time or both legs. Whatever you need in your happy baby. Maybe you're gently swaying side to side. Wherever you are in your practice right now, take 2 minutes to make whatever movements feel good to you. If you want to take an inversion, if you want to just set up for Shavasana, whatever you need, go ahead and do that. We'll meet in 2 minutes. If you are in an inversion, gently make your way back down. Begin to set up for your Shavasana, lying down on your back, palms facing the ceiling or the sky, wherever you are. Begin to close your eyes. Take a deep breath in, filling up your diaphragm and your lungs. Exhale, side away. Deep breath in. Exhale, side away. One more time. Bring your awareness to your breath, inhaling and exhaling, and just focus on your breathing here.
Bring your awareness to your breath. Bring your awareness back into your body. Wiggling your fingers and your toes. Rolling your ankles. Making any gentle movements in your body that feel good. Reach your arms long above your head and point your toes, giving yourself a beautifully long stretch. Bend your knees and roll over to the right side into the fetal position and pause here. The fetal position is the position of rebirth and reawakening, as if you've just been given a new life to live. Give gratitude to the way your body moves and breathes. Give gratitude where gratitude is deserved. Take 5 full breaths here. Whenever you're ready, push yourself up into a seated position. Bring your hands to rest on your knees. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and sigh it away. Bring your hands together in front of your heart, Anjali Mudra. Press your thumbs into your sternum. I'm going to Om 3 times. You may listen to the sound of Om or Om with me. Take a breath in. Thank you for joining me in this practice. Namaste.